Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do this kind of dark smoky nighttime look. I got kind of a little bit of inspiration from my boyfriend's friend. He texted him and told him that she loved my videos and all this stuff, and told him to tell me to do like a nighttime look, I guess. She said dramatic night look with gold eyeshadow and matte red lipstick. Well, obviously I'm not wearing matte red lipstick right now, but I did do 3 lip options. Thanks, girl, for watching my videos. That makes me so happy. I very much appreciate you. Yeah, I'm so thankful. But a lot of you guys have been asking, like sending me texts and stuff like, why do you keep using the same palettes over and over and over again? And I'm going to tell you, I have a ton of makeup, like a ton of makeup. But I use my holy grail products because I feel like I can get you guys to use a lot of these in a lot of different ways. So this Naked one, the original Naked, this one is my favorite palette of all time. Like, out of everything that I own, if like my house was burning down and I could only get one thing of makeup, I would take this. This is my holy grail. Like, this is my baby. The packaging, people hated this packaging, and I'm like, this packaging is life. I love this. And this is like a good chunk of money. I think it's like $54. So it's like you're spending a good chunk of money. I want you to be able to do a gajillion different looks with the $54 that you're spending. And so that's why I kind of come back and use this palette all the time, is because I want you guys to have a bunch of different options in order to use this palette so that you are getting your money's worth. Glad. If you're watching this and you're like, yeah, purple lips are my thing, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this with your friends. If you like this, then share it. Sharing is caring, correct? At least that's what I teach preschoolers, that sharing is caring. So if you like this, then share it, and if not, share it, and yeah. I'm gonna get you guys through this tutorial. I hope that you like it, and I will see you soon. Bye. Alright, beauties, the first thing I'm going to do is start off with some Scotch tape on the outer corners of my eyes, as I always do when I do a smoky look. I feel like this just brings it together because it is that really sharp edge, and it will make it look really nice and clean. Then I'm going in with this Maybelline Quad. I don't know what color it's in, but I'm going to take this darkest brown shade, and I'm going to do sort of like a cut crease with it. At the end, you couldn't really even tell that it was a cut crease. So really, I was just putting this in the crease and then blending it out really, really well with a fluffy blending brush. I wanted it to be a cut crease, but a cut crease didn't really work unless I had my brown gel eyeliner, and I don't have it. It's at home in my beauty room. So that was a little bit annoying, so that's okay. I just blended it out, and I used it more of a transition shade, so we're just going to roll with it and hope that it works. So blend that out really, really good, because that color is really dark, and it's sort of a pain to blend, but do it anyways. So now I'm going in with my Naked palette. Obviously I love it. I'm going in with the shade Half Baked, which is like a really sparkly gold color, and I'm spraying my brush with this NYX Dewy Finish spray. It's just going to make the sparkle and the color a little bit more intense, and I'm just throwing this in the outer, or the inner half of my eye, just to make that really opaque. And then I'm going in with Toasted and Hustle mixed together, and on the same brush, I'm just putting that on the outer corner of my eye, and making this really, really dark and smoky on that outer corner. As you can see, I'm really packing on this color. I'm really adding lots of it on there, and kind of going back and forth to blend it in with that color. Now going back in with that quad, I'm going in with this like chocolatey brown color, and just further blending out that cut crease that we did, and also pulling this up just a little bit past my crease because I wanted this look to be a little bit higher and more intense. Then I'm going in with this Mary Kay eyeshadow in the shade Black Pearl, I'm putting this on the outer corner of my eye for some added definition. If you don't have this color, which you probably don't unless you have Mary Kay, use the color Creep from the Naked palette. They're pretty much the same thing. Mary Kay is just a little bit more cool toned, so if you want it to be just like this, then mix a little bit of Gunmetal in with Creep and it will work just fine. Now I'm going in with this NYX liquid liner and I'm going to just do some wings. Then I put on some mascara and added my Ardell 117 lashes. These are pretty old lashes. This is probably the last use I'll get out of them, but, you know, we make it work, right? Now I'm going in with my Becca Mattifying Primer, and I'm going to put this on just on my nose because that's where I get really, really over-the-top oily. And then just a little bit in between my eyes because I make a lot of facial expressions and my foundation will crease. Now I'm going in with my very favorite foundation of the moment. It's the L'Oreal True Match LUMI. This is in the shade W4, but I love this because I love the look of like luminous skin. The reason why I put a mattifying primer first, though, is to keep my natural oil at bay so that once I put this on, I don't look greasy. I'll look luminous, but not greasy, and that's what I wanted. So I'm just putting this all over my face using this Morphe foundation brush. I don't remember the number, but as always, it'll be listed below. No biggie. So just buff that into your face everywhere. Hairline, don't forget the ears. Okay, people? Don't forget your ears. Get it. But yeah, this is my favorite favorite foundation of the moment. I reach for this every single day. Now I'm going in with this Maybelline, it's like under eye circle eraser or something like that. I'm putting this under my eyes in a triangle motion, in between my eyebrows, my nose, my cupid's bow, my chin, everywhere that I want highlighted. This is going to conceal. It's going to conceal and it's going to highlight, which is what I love about this concealer. It is amazing. I'm going in under my eyes with my ring finger and tapping out that product first because I didn't really feel like getting my beauty blender wet because I'm a little bit lazy. So I decided to just go ahead and tap this in with my finger first, and then I'm going to go in with the foundation brush that I just used and buff out the rest of my face. So yeah, my nose and my forehead and stuff, and then also just go a little bit under my eyes and just tap that out a little bit just to make it a little bit more natural and make sure that it is blended nice and neat. And then I had some eyeliner difficulty, so gotta fix that. Now I'm going in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm going to take all three of the highlight colors on this Morphe brush, and I'm going to set my under eye area. I just go through and I just take all three of these colors because the three of them together are so beautiful on my skin tone because it gives me a nice little highlight, but not too much where it's like over the top crazy. So I love this, how I mix all of them together, and I take that from the inner corner all the way up to my temple because it works the best. Now I'm taking Shadow Play on this stippling brush, and I'm just going to bronze up my face, bring back some warmth, bring back some color so I don't look like a little zombie, and so that is going to go on my cheeks, on my forehead, and then down on my neck. I don't remember if I showed all of that, but that's where I'm putting it just to bring a lot of warmth and color to my face. It helps a ton. Now I'm going in with Somber and Subconscious, and at first I was using it on this brush, but I really, really wanted to do a more intense contour. So then I took this little contour brush by Benefit, and I am just putting that. It's going to make it a little bit more precise and a lot more intense. So I'm going to do my cheeks, my forehead, and my jawline. My contour video will be linked down below for you guys. That face was a yes, I love me some contour. So yeah, that was that weirdo face. So I just put that on, and then I'm going in with that bigger brush that I started with at first and just buffing that out just a little bit so that I don't get too much harshy lines and stuff like that. So blend it out really, really well because we don't want anything to be harsh around here because that's just not a good look, girl. Not a good look. Blend, blend, blend is the name of the game. Now I'm going in with this e.l.f. Quad blush, and I'm taking the top left one and packing that onto my cheeks. This is a very intense blush palette. Like, These blushes are very, very pigmented. So take some and then tap off the excess, or else you're going to get way too much and you're going to look like a little clown. So just tap it on with whatever brush you're using and make sure that you tap off the excess, okay? Because you're going to just look goofy if you don't. Trust me. Been there, done that, girl. We've all been there. Going back in with my Naked palette, I'm taking the two colors Virgin and Sin on my finger, and I'm going to use this to highlight. I love these colors to highlight because it's very kind of natural, but it is still pretty intense without looking like you threw a crap ton of highlighter on your face. So I'm putting that on my cheekbones and then also on my Cupid's bow and on my nose. Just because I did go in and contour my nose, that I didn't show you guys that, but highlighting my nose helps to make it look a little bit more contoured and defined. Now I'm going in and filling in my brows with my Anastasia brow pencil, Perfect Brow Pencil in the shade Dark Brown. Again, my brow video will be linked below for you guys. I did a pretty intense sculpted brow today just because this is a very intense look, so you sort of have to keep up with it throughout the whole thing. Like if you're going to do an intense eye, you've got to do an intense everything, or else it's going to look a little bit not finished. So do that really well. Now I'm going in with this Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner in the shade Blackest Black. And I'm just going to put some of this on the back, like on the bottom of like just any brush that I have. And I'm going to tight line my upper waterline. This is just going to make my lashes appear a little bit thicker. It's going to make everything look a little bit darker and more smoky. And then I'm also going to go and I'm going to put this on my lower waterline. This is also just going to act as an eyeliner, and I like to do it with this way because it doesn't irritate my eyes and it just looks a little bit nicer, I think, and it pulls everything together. Now I'm going in with my Naked palette and I'm going to take the shades Half Baked and Smog, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. Again, I'm just going to make this a little bit deeper and darker, and I'm going to end up covering up the color that we did last time in Toasted, I think it was. Toasted and Hustle, I think I mixed. And I'm going to just cover that up a little bit because I didn't really like the way it looked. So I'm just kind of making this completely gold because that's the way I do. I liked it better. And then going back in with that chocolatey color from Maybelline, I'm just going to clean up my crease. As you guys can tell, this is a little bit of a more dramatic, difficult look. I wouldn't say super difficult, but it is a lot of more steps. It's a lot more steps than just your average look. So definitely nighttime, and definitely give yourself time to do this because the blending is gonna be ridiculous. Going back in with that Mary Kay Black Pearl eyeshadow, I'm smudging that on the bottom lash line to really, really smoke this look out. So smudge, smudge, smudge. I'm going from inner to outer corner because that's going to give us the most intense look. I really like this color down there. So now I'm taking Smog and Half Baked again mixed and putting that in my inner corner, and I'm putting that on my inner lash line as well and the inner corner as my inner corner highlight. I think that this added just a little bit of extra pop to the mix instead of doing like just the plain all highlight. I did a golden highlight and it looked really beautiful. Trust me, this is a little bit intense and scary for some people, but when you're done, it's going to look beautiful. Now take Virgin and Sin again and highlight your brow bone. This is a very intense color combo. It's going to be a really intense highlight, so tap off the excess, and a little bit goes a long, long way with this. Blend it out really good or else it's going to look way too frosty. Now I'm just going to put a lot of eyeliner on my, mascara. A lot of mascara on my bottom lashes just because this is really intense. This mascara is going to pull together this look. So you really need to focus on putting a bunch of mascara down there to kind of pull it together, and it's going to just make everything kind of cinch together. This is also going to sort of separate the colors. It's going to look more intense, more nighttime, more smoky, more dramatic. This is probably one of the most important parts besides blending. So now for the first lip option, I'm taking this CoverGirl lipstick in the shade Coquette. Coquette, something like that. This is the more natural look, so that's what it looks like. This is the more natural looking lip. Duck face. Now for the second one, I'm taking this Revlon Color Stay Liquid Lipstick. I wanted to do a matte lipstick, so that's why I chose this one. It's not my favorite, but it's whatever. Use any red lipstick you have. I love MAC's Ruby Woo. That one's my favorite, but I lost it, so this one works just fine. Now for the third and final one, which was my favorite one, I'm taking this Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the shade Shameless, and this is purple, the most intense purple I have ever put on my lips in my entire life. This is so like grape soda. I love it. So this is your final look. I hope you guys enjoyed. Comment, like, and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Love you. Kiss, kiss, smooch, smooch.